welcome back. Second half action now between Nova Scotia and Saskatchewan. Nova Scotia leading 7-0 after 20 minutes. They switched sides, so Nova Scotians will be playing from left to right on your screen. Saskatchewan, the transverse of that, unless you're watching the screen upside down, maybe? I don't know. Nova Scotia with the restart. They only really made one trip into the Saskatchewan end and came away with the try from number 3, Ryan Strickland. And so Saskatchewan, after spending a long time in the Nova Scotia end, got to be feeling confident they can get there. They've just got to seal the deal. That's holding on to the ball is a big part of that. Cody Smith, the prop, taking that one into contact. Braden Goldstein now looking for that ball. He wants that more secure. He's asking for more forwards to come in and keep that ruck steady, but too late. And now Saskatchewan players not rolling away in that ruck. And the offload to 13, Donovan Sturdakoutis, and he has gone to nearly the try line. And now drop ball by the second row, Jared Livingston takes away that Nova Scotia chance. So tough times right now for Saskatchewan. They're going to have to scrum. They're going to have to park the fly half. Billy Howden heels up to nearly the dead ball line and try and get a clearance kick down what would be their left wing as they're looking at it. So see how they handle this pressure. Nova Scotia's got the put in. I thought it was, oh no, Saskatchewan's got the put in, yeah. No, Nova Scotia did have the put in. I apologize, the shadows are long here. I think that's number 8, David Dean, trying to get across. They're right at the line now, right at the line. And now a whistle. And maybe a little consultation, Gilbert, with the assistant referee, Nathan Abenauer. And that's what they're going to have, a little quick meeting in the mind. And try given. So that's a good job by them to score the try. Find out who it was in a second. So the try being credited to Braden Goldstein. Oh, sorry, no, is Tyler McDonald. Sorry, crediting the wrong team there. Tyler McDonald, number 9 for Nova Scotia. So we'll have Cooper Coates with the extras here as we add this on screen. It is 12-0 with the conversion attempt to come. He's a right-footed kicker. He's going to have to come around on this one. It's going to be a big, unless he hit it, a really nice shot in the first half. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, and it's just falling down. And Gilbert didn't see the ball fall over, and so those Saskatchewan forwards, I might get my first knockdown here. The first guy off the line was Braden Goldstein, scrum half. Very rare that you see the charge down successful in rugby these days. So now his confidence might be a little rattled from that ball falling. Oh, look at that. He struck it beautifully, and he's hit another one. That's a great job by Cooper Coates. Coates. The restart now. And immediately hit is Ryan Strickland as he tried to get that ball, but the ball stays Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia side, sorry. And coming up in numbers, feeling the confidence of that 14-0 lead. I think you play a bit differently as Adrian Hanna goes into the line. Now all kinds of numbers on an overlap there. Nova Scotia's just got to get it out one more pass. Maybe have a bit more vision to their outside as the scrum half, Tyler McDonald, popped it off. He was your try scorer a moment ago. That's come out quickly. They're going to deal with that. Oh, and an acrobatic play by number 8, David Dean. As he was going into touch, he tried to fling that ball with his right hand back into play, but just off target, didn't get it before he had crossed that line. Oh, and Saskatchewan's just gotten a hand on it. It's on Nova Scotia side, though. Gilbert nearly in the way. Drop ball midfield. Saskatchewan now. Quinton Ryan with it. The big shock of red hair. And now this is O'Sullivan. It's O'Sullivan wearing the 5. Carson, he wears the scrum cap as we have a Nova Scotia player. I think it's Cooper Coates in behind the play. He's injured. He is not feeling good. Looks like a student at Frosh Week. Hope he's going to get up and be all right. And now that is Adrian Hanna. Ryan Hall. Getting close to the line there. Oh, big dump tackle there. Ball comes out the side, and that's Saskatchewan with the try, I think. No, just at the line. Nova Scotia repelling. Saskatchewan attack, and now a penalty. So Nova Scotia's got to drop right back to his goal line. I don't know that he didn't think that was the goal line, which was the 5-meter line, and he tried to touch it down. But they'll have it again. Linking up with number 8, Liam Graham. And now that's Lugner. Oh, the no-look pass off the hands. And now Nova Scotia putting all kinds of pressure onto Saskatchewan. They've stolen that ball, and they need to be a little more precise in their passing out wide. They had a real chance, and the no-looker let them down. Things getting a little feisty around the edges. And tackled into touch is Jared Livingstone. So things getting a little frantic there in the contact points. And these big boys are sorting it out. 18 coming on for Nova Scotia. And I think that's going to be in replacement of Coates. And that is Thomas Freilich. I think Coates called it a day. I don't know what happened. He might have just gotten hit behind the play. And so we're 7 minutes into the second 20-minute period here. 40-minute games in this particular tournament because they're playing 2 games a day in their division, 2 40-minute games. Oh, that was nowhere near being close, and you can see the hooker 17 for Saskatchewan, Ryan Hall, kind of holding his head going, I shouldn't have done that. Because that's all on the guy throwing the ball, not the guy catching it. So it'll be Nova Scotia with the scrum here on their own 22-meter line. 15 meters in. And that scrum standing up. The front rows for Nova Scotia have popped up. Really should be a whistle at that point. Safety's sake. And now, oh, that's Coates. Looks like I think he's still in, or is that 18 that's just made that kick? Yeah, it looks like Coates is still in the game. So I don't know who came off for Nova Scotia. I have to check that for you. Now counter. Look at that, right up the tram line down that right wing. Saskatchewan making good 15, 20 meters. No one touching them. Now into touch. So good bit of running by Saskatchewan on that far wing. See number 21 for Nova Scotia, Austin White, doing his stretches and getting ready. So Saskatchewan with the throw in too, so it must have gone off Nova Scotian player. A little play into the gap there. That's always a tough one because you got to go 5 meters, but that's been knocked into touch, and so it'll be Nova Scotia with the throw in. Over 9 minutes gone in the second half. And neatly passed ball from the line-out. That was a great job by Connor Westbury of Nova Scotia. Good touch finding kick, just buys a little bit of relief for Nova Scotia. And well taken in the line by Saskatchewan. One hopper pass, the fly half. Howden, he's testing a kick in behind Nova Scotia 22. Max Parsons has fielded it cleanly, kicks it back, and now knock on by the Saskatchewan winger. And they'll play advantage, and this is a good job by the chase by Parsons. He was right there to clean up that drop ball by Nova Scotia to put everyone on side. So heads up play by Nova Scotia back three. Oh, and that is very nearly, that might be a yellow card. Picking up the player, and yeah, now J.C. Gilbert is going to want to have a conversation. You know, you've got to, yeah, he's asking for time off, and that could be a yellow card. Now they're calling out to two captains, so I think he's just explaining, look, you get that one for free, but we've already had a red card at this tournament for a dump tackle, and it's just a dangerous thing. You know, you can't pick up a player and just drive him into the turf. You've got to tackle him, and he hits the ground, that's one thing. But lifting him up, that's where you can get neck injuries, popped shoulders, etc. So safety, the watchword there. What a gap found by Nova Scotia. And now just going by all the cover D there. Oh, and they've knocked that on into the ruck, and Gilbert picked up on that. And it was just the slightest bobble at the ruck, but a fair call, and so you got to be more precise. You know, you're excited, you're on the front foot, your guys just picked up 20 meters from you, finding that gap, but you've got to make sure you know what you're doing there. So Saskatchewan under some pressure here. They got to be ready to deliver the clearance kick from Howden. He's got his heels right on the try line, and he'll look to just kick that straight down the park if they can secure possession. Now the pickup by Liam Graham, the number 8 for Saskatchewan, trying to buy a little breathing space, but I think Nova Scotia's counter-rucked and taken it. They have, and so trouble time here for Saskatchewan. Will Nova Scotia pop across for the third try? 5 meters out now. Solid green wall of defense so far. Now pushing Nova Scotia back a couple of meters. They're going to try their luck down the back line. Switch back inside to the inside center, Isaac Berglund. And they've gone to about the 2 meter line. Now Saskatchewan's managed to steal that, but not before a whistle from Gilbert. Knock on. So I don't know about that knock on. Why didn't he play advantage a little bit longer? Berglund was making some space there. But now we'll have 22 for Saskatchewan. 22 is Luke Wiebe coming on for Saskatchewan. We'll see who he replaces in a moment. So whoever it is might have taken a head knock, getting an ice pack put on his noggin there to take the edge off. So Saskatchewan in tight again. Now fly half in goal there. I think it's 13 for Saskatchewan. Nancaro. Or Moston Finley maybe. Went off. Oh, dropped in goal, I think. Was that a knock-on in goal? And that player's got to be... Oh, I thought Oh, and that's a high tackle. That is a high tackle. I mean, last time I saw a tackle like that, it was at a rodeo, and Cal wasn't happy about it. Quick tap by number 9, Tyler McDonald. Oh, and a hand got to that from Saskatchewan. Wasn't an intentional knock on. Now the no-look left pass, and that's just going to go into touch after a nudge from a Saskatchewan foot. Number 13, the second number 13 coming on for Nova Scotia. That's Sam Jennings. And he replaces number 11, Jason Cookson. So, under 5 minutes left in this 40-minute game. Nova Scotia has been in the Saskatchewan end for some minutes now, but come away with no points on this particular trip inside the 22. Saskatchewan equal in the tackling department, but just losing a couple of meters with each Nova Scotia touch. Isaac Berglund now. Big long blast, not rolling away in the ruck. So Saskatchewan take it back 10. And now this is actually a pretty heads-up play. Even though there's 5 minutes left, they want to go for goal here to make it a 3-score game. You never know. You could maybe score 2 tries in a couple of minutes, but 3 tries, forget it. So not sure. I'm pretty sure Cooper Coates has gone off and that he's been replaced by Thomas Freilich. Not sure who's doing the kicking there. We'll just pick up that number. Doesn't matter. That kick is wide. The flags don't go up. So still 14-0. And the low restart, maybe trying to catch Nova Scotia napping. That's picked up by number 8, David Dean of Nova Scotia. And that ball right there, and anyone could take it if they want it now. Pick and drive. Is that considered out? No, that's Carson Dunbar now. Phase after phase being piled up. Now a kick over the top with the chase. And, that's taken a wicked Nova Scotia bounce and picked up by a Nova Scotia player on that high hop. I'm not sure what the whistle is for here. We'll have a look. A penalty. Offside. I guess the offside line may have been established. I don't know. So the tap by Tyler McDonald. Oh, and just hammered Carson Dunbar. First man in there, into that line, and Saskatchewan just pummeled him. Now, that's number 7. He's across the line. Cole Livingston, driven back, though. No indication from the referee. Now, it's McDonald trying to go it alone. He's held up at the line, not held up over the line. Otherwise, we would have had a whistle. And now, Saskatchewan, if they can tie this ball up, they might come away with the scrum here. That ball coming back Nova Scotia side for their 4th plunge at the line. Still denied. Still staying back. Nova Scotia side. Was that a knock on? That was a knock on. And so now advantage being played. The knock on. So Saskatchewan does well to hold Nova Scotia out on 4 straight attempts. Tyler McDonald is a second-year player at the Nationals, the scrum half there, showing a lot of nous. And he's still got another year at the under 18 level, so that's great to build that kind of continuity into their program. We've got Saskatchewan player coming off now, no, those are Nova Scotian players coming off. scrums come up. We're going to do it again. We've got number 24 for Saskatchewan coming on to the field. And that is Dean Mason coming on. And find out who is coming off there. Quick tap. Should have been yeah, immediately it weren't back 10 when that whistle went. So there should be advantage being played for Saskatchewan because the Nova Scotia players didn't drop back 10 when they were playing. Now that's Coates. It is Coates still on the field. I thought for some reason he was off, but apologies to him. He's been on the whole time. And now number 4, Connor Westbury. Coates, an interesting story. He's a soccer convert. Only been playing rugby for 6 months, and he shows like he knows what he's doing, as that is full time in this game. And it is Nova Scotia 14-0 winners over Saskatchewan. So thanks a lot for watching. We're going to stop the feed, and then just before next game at, I believe that is, gosh, we're going to have to check the schedule here for a moment. Next game's going to be at 10:30 a.m. Manitoba versus PEI under 18 men. So we'll see you just before that kicks off around 10:27. Thanks again, and you're watching the National Festival Rugby website stream. Duck Cross from Matt Cross. We'll be back in a while.